Yo, what is up guys? It's the Goblin and welcome back to another Fortnite video. And in tonight's video, I have some very exciting and promising news that I'm going to be talking about. That stuff is going to the next level basically, and people were actually able to find stuff leaked that's not actually in this current update, but they're able to leak stuff from future updates, which is just insane. Basically a group of data miners on Twitter, there's a bunch of them, and they were able to figure out this information, and a lot of it applies to Halloween, a possible Halloween event, and what we're getting in the item shop in future updates. Basically, there's a big list of it, and these are from credible sources who have hundreds of thousands of followers, FNBR leaks and such, who have been correct many times in the past. That's what we're going to talk about in today's video. If you guys could smack a like, let's go for 405 likes. That would be absolutely amazing. Of course, smack that like button, and if you guys want a chance to win some V-Bucks, or you could use it for the Battle Pass as well, I'm still doing a giveaway. I have a couple codes left. If you guys want a chance to win, all you have to do is be subscribed to my channel. If you're not subbed already, you can sub right now, and then comment down below where you play Fortnite, whatever console or device that's on, and that is how you have a chance to win a Battle Pass. Or like I said, if you already have the Battle Pass, which I understand a lot of people already have it, feel free to use the V-Bucks code for skins or pickaxes or whatever you want. So let's talk about this Skull Trooper, let's talk about this Halloween event, and let's talk about everything. So once again, these are from credible sources, and basically they found a list of stuff leaked that is going to be in future updates, which, yes, this does sound very complicated even to me myself, but these are credible sources. But because this is future updates, there is still a chance that Epic Games can change this stuff. And I say this when I make the leak challenge videos, you know, 90% of the time it's always right, 95% of the time. But Epic Games could tomorrow just say, you know what, they already found out about the Skull Trooper, let's take it out. Or they already found out about the Skull Ranger, let's take it out, or blah blah blah. They can do that, and that's why I want to say that as a disclaimer before we get into this. But this is very exciting news, and let's talk about it. So there was basically, you know, leaking things from future updates. There's a list. There's no pictures because it's not in the current update, but the list of things is absolutely crazy from FNBR leaks, and they say upcoming emotes. First of all, there's a couple upcoming emotes. There's Headbanger, Sprinkler, Behold, Electro Swing, and Get Psyched, which doesn't really mean much to us when we hear the name of an emote, you know, so that's right there. Upcoming skins part 1, and these skins are most likely, they say, to arrive in the item shop or in updates within the next 2 to 3 weeks, so more towards the end of October, start of November sort of area. Upcoming skins part 1, Skull Trooper, Scourge, Squashman, Onesie, Bullseye, and I'll show some pictures of the files up on the screen right now. It's basically, I'm just reading you guys the important parts. Upcoming skins part 2, Hollowhead, Plague, Skull Ranger. That's basically what we have for those as the upcoming skins that could possibly be coming to the game. And as you can see, a lot of them go along with the Halloween sort of theme. Skull Trooper, obviously we know about Skull Trooper. Squash Man sort of sounds like a pumpkin squash sort of thing. Onesie, Bullseye, Hollowhead sounds like probably we're gonna need a pumpkin head. Plague, and the Skull Ranger, which a lot of people are speculating. So according to this, yes, it looks like the Skull Trooper is in the plans to return to the item shop within the next 2 to 3 weeks, which is very exciting. And the next thing is Skull Ranger, which a lot of people are saying the Skull Ranger could possibly be a female version of the Skull Trooper, which is interesting because if you look at this list, it doesn't say anything about the Ghoul Trooper, which a lot of people really want to know about the Ghoul Trooper coming back, which was the blue, sort of looks like an Avatar character from the movie Avatar. It always reminds me of that, but that blue lady skin, that was the Ghoul Trooper that came out with the female with the male Skull Trooper. So I'm thinking maybe Skull Ranger is a female Skull Trooper. Who knows? I mean, why not? If they're going to put it back, why not try to double up and capitalize more on it? That could be kind of interesting. Other cosmetics that were leaked, and they're to be determined. So these ones were just very early. To be determined: a Plague Glider, a Herald's Wand, a pickaxe, a Carver pickaxe, and a Skull Trooper glider and pickaxe, it says. Now, it sounds like they're going to go all out with the Skull Trooper, possibly go for the full set, which is kind of expected because they're going to want to make the most money off of this. And of course, we're just speculating based on these files. But, you know, that's what Epic Games has been doing. And it makes sense not just to release the Skull Trooper for 1,200, but if you're going to do it, why not do a male version? Why not do a female version? Why not do all that sort of stuff? One thing that a lot of people are pointing out here is that the Scythe is not in these game files, which is interesting. The Scythe and the Ghoul Trooper, if you don't remember, the Scythe is the pickaxe that people, you know, Myth and others famously used with the Skull Trooper. It had one of the coolest sounds effects, and it was from the Halloween set as well last year. And maybe the Skull Trooper pickaxe is going to be an upgraded version of that, but I don't see that in the files, and I'm hoping that does come back. Of course, they can still add stuff. This isn't every single skin we're going to get. These are just the ones that we're able to find out at this sort of time. So basically what FNBR Leak says is these cosmetics should be available sometime sometimes in the next 2 weeks. There are no images of cosmetics as they are not yet available in game files, but they are 100% real. These images should be available in the next patch. So very, very exciting stuff right there when it comes down to it, and stuff that is really interesting. It's honestly really interesting, and kind of goes along with a theory that we honestly have been knowing for a while. They're going to do something with the Skull Trooper, and this is interesting of what they were going to do. Another thing to point out is that they're able to actually leak item shops, and of course these are subject to change as well. But you can see right here, because from the one Jaren and Mystic leaks, this is supposedly what the item shop is going to look like on October 11th. Doesn't look too fancy, but they're basically saying that certain ones they can leak. Obviously not every single one, because they're not going to try to hide this Cuddle Team Leader and Field Surgeon deep in the files as they are with the Skull Trooper or something like that. So that is pretty cool. And related to this, there was one more interesting thing, which was from the one Jaren as well. He found an interesting rotation which could hint at the Ghost Portal back bling being related to the Skull Trooper, and I'll show that picture up on the screen right now, and you can see this. It's basically, this is what he found, which is in the rotation, which is very interesting for two reasons. Number one, this could possibly, you know, maybe they're upgrading the Skull Trooper and trying to make this the back bling for it. But I think that what it looks like is maybe this will, based on that picture, it looks like back blings are going to start to be sold in the store separately, which they have been sold before everyone. I know you guys are typing right now. There was a set of 3 back bling Goblin. You don't remember? I do remember, guys. I actually own those. There was 3 back blings you got for, like, what was it, 500, 800? I actually don't remember that. But they've never sold a single back bling on, like, the left side. And who knows if this is another way to make them more money ultimately, which, you know, these are all optional and they're all cosmetics, so it's kind of hard to hate on them. But they can, you know, you can hate on how they rip your bank account apart, because these skins and cosmetics in this game are so dope. It's really hard not to buy every single one, you know, and I suggest saving V-Bucks for some of these Halloween skins if you have them right now. But maybe they're going to sell that Ghost Portal separately, because I think the Ghost Portal could be basically the back bling to take it to the next level, and then maybe they start selling more pet back blings that are better and upgraded. I think that's how their plans are going. Of course, at this point of the video, it's all speculation. You know, these are no facts right now. All we have is the facts that I show in the video, and then I speculate on that. So I'm guessing that maybe they'll start selling back bling separately, which, I mean, as long as they still include them with certain skins, that would be kind of, it would be okay. But, you know, that's something that's sort of whatever there, and definitely something that is interesting to think about and to talk about, you know. Ghost Portal backbling, and why I say that this could be an upgraded version is because, of course, pets are essentially an upgraded version of back blings, right? And the Ghost Portal is that too, because we've seen leaks of this, and this is one that actually has been in the files for probably about a month now, and everyone thought this would release as the Cloaked Stars back bling, and I made a video on it a couple of weeks ago where I basically talked about how everyone thought this would be the Cloaked Stars back bling, but it never came out, and how possibly there were plans for it to be revealed in Season 6, which is looking like that theory is coming more and more true based on this evidence. And the reason why this back bling is special, you guys may think, is because there's basically, out of the portal, dark versions of the skins, like the Dark Bomber and stuff, are coming out of the Ghost Portal, which is kind of interesting. There also was some potential leaks at the possibility of I just saw it briefly, of a dark Cuddle Team Leader, or like a dark panda, just like how we have the Dark Bomber, which honestly, it's kind of cool and it goes along with the theme, but well, it is kind of, I mean, certain people, I can understand why people sort of hate on the Dark Bomber and stuff. I mean, it's a dope skin. It's a good set, but it is really just a reskin. You are paying $1,200 for essentially just a color, you know, a saturation change and stuff. Of course, there is some details change as well, but that's basically something that's very, very interesting. And of course, do our opinions really matter? You know, as long as people are buying the stuff and people aren't super outraged about it. I mean, if you look at, you know, I come from the Call of Duty community. That's one of the games I played, you know, I'm still playing, and I played super a lot over the last couple of years. A lot people hated the supply drop system in that game, but it made them literally like hundreds of millions, I think billions of dollars. So they kept doing it, you know, and they kept making money off of that, and that's basically what it came down to. By the way, this gameplay right here is absolutely crazy. I'm basically healing up, and I got this, this is absolutely crazy. Like, I'm healing up here. I got this last night, I think, and there's 3 people left. I get shot, and I go down to 5 health, and I barely make it out of the storm because I was slow on that edit, and it comes down to, like, literally the last second, and I realize, you know, the storm's gonna close. I'm like, was this a scrim lobby? Or I didn't even know what was happening, but I realized I have to go on the hunt because I'm not gonna win a heal off. I have no heals. I have 30 health. I find the first guy, and I'm looking for the second guy. Of course, though, he is up above me, and luckily I'm able to stay tight with the zone, which was pretty much all I could do, and spray up, and it eventually worked out. maybe he got blocked off by his builds or something. I was able to win the game, which is a crazy, crazy finish. So definitely drop a like for that. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. And yeah, that's all the updates. You can see here, I'm like, oh my gosh, he's probably up there. I need to knock him down before this closes in on me. I'm not able to do that. And at this point, I was like, I'm dead, I'm dead, I'm dead. But luckily, I stay tight with the circle, don't take any damage yet, and I get the victory. Thanks for watching, guys. Drop a like, subscribe if you guys are new. Have a great night, and I'm out. Peace.